Hey guys, welcome back to another episode. This is Chris, Treasure Loft Racing Pigeons. It is very windy today. Okay, so I am going to introduce to you 4 very special birds. These 4 birds are all going to the Hoosier One Loft race this year. Now, if these develop really healthy and strong, they're all going. If they have any major flaws or problems, then we'll rethink that. But as of now, these 4 birds are going to go to the Hoosier. I just wanted to take a second to let you guys see what I've got. This is our first bird. I've never bred a bird with these color patterns before. He's mostly white with blue check and a gray tail. I don't know what to call this. Is it a grizzle? A blue check pied? I don't know. Beautiful little thing though. I'm excited for this guy because he comes from some bloodlines that have done really well at the Hoosier before. So I'm gonna show you this little dude. Beautiful little thing. He's still really little, so I can't tell for sure exactly how he's going to mature, but barring any crazy unforeseen things, I'm looking forward to seeing him fly in the Hoosier. So let's talk about the parents. So you've seen these before, but I'm going to show you again. This guy, this is the dad to that bird. This is out of Loft. One of the reasons I picked this guy is because a full sibling had done first place at the Cuevas Classic, and then a half sibling had placed fifth in the 350 mile race at the Hoosier. The bloodlines are out of Greek Connection. It's John Picasso and Bulldozer. We've got Hoosier Daddy as the grandfather, first place winner at the Crooked River race. I mean, there's all kinds of wins on that side. Anybody that knows Greek bloodlines with Picasso, you'll know Hoosier Daddy, Miss A1C, and Bulldozer. Now on the mom's side, this one comes out of Jonah Milka's Loft, who bred the 5th place bird at the Hoosier Classic in 2018. So it's been a minute since they have flown in that race, but when they were there, they were doing really good. So that's the dad. And then on the mom's side, we've got another Jonah Milka bird. The full sibling to this bird was 2030, who flew in Orlando Classic and did 5th out of approximately 700 birds, was first, and won over $30,000 in that race. So on both sides, we've got incredible birds. We've got some inbred down from Golden Harry and Florian, Splendiferous, Arden. And then on the mom's side, we've got Rogiers. So pretty stoked to be able to send this one. In 2018, that mom's side had 122nd in a 351 mile race. And then another full sibling was able to win in that race as well. So that's our first bird that's going. That's him. I say him, I don't know if it's a hen or a cock, but pretty little thing. All right, I'm going to try to show you the band number on this one. All right, I don't know if you can see that or not, but this is Jed's 2026, band number 9121. There it is. All right, that's our first one. I'll go grab the next one. All right, so we got our second bird here. These are nestmates, brother and sister. So on the dad's side, we don't have a full pedigree from him, but we've looked up and found all of the records online to verify these results. But on the dad's side, we have a bird that placed 19th in the California Classic on the 305-mile race. And then on the mom's side, we've got right here, hard to read, but really small. So we've got a mom that was 35th place on the 350-mile in the Hoosier out of about 1,000 birds. So that's the dad. He has quite a story. So he flew in the Utah Combine, and he flew the whole series. And at the end of the series, the breeder or the handler had that bird in his hands, and he noticed that the breastbone was completely destroyed. It was broken in multiple places, and he had an open wound. But the open wound and the broken bones were in the process of healing, and they looked like they were several weeks old. So the dad actually flew in the Combine completely busted up and was still placing at the top. So just goes to show how tough that line of birds is. Okay, mom's side. This is out of Jeff Lamberton's Loft. So on the mom's side, we've got Diamond Julie and Woodstart. So Woodstart bred 3 times first place 400 versus 630 birds. On Diamond Julie, we got a lot of them on there. We got first 169 miles, first 300 miles, another first 169 miles, first 394 miles, 10th 212 miles, 6th 219 miles. And so lots of wins on that side. I'm going to show you these birds. This first one is very feisty. In the nest, before it was feathered, it was standing up, puffing up its chest, and full on attacking my hands. So this is him. I think that this is the cock. And he is a blue check. Of course, he's very young, very small. So if he develops really poorly, he won't be going, but barring any of that, he's going to be going. Super strong for his age. He's got some white flights in there, a couple of them. Solid on that side. Now, I know I'm showing you guys really young birds here, but can't really tell the quality of birds when they're this age or when they're 55 days old. I mean, a little better when they're 55 days old, but come on, little man. There he is. All right, let's do that. I'm going to show you the band number on this one. So we've got Jeds, 9127. Jeds, 9127. All right, nest mate, equally as feisty, is a blue bar. No white flights or anything, it's just a little blue bar. This one's band number. Hopefully that's not too blurry. We got Jeds, 9128. So these two are also going, barring any health concerns or development problems. All right, that's the second bird and the third bird, nestmates. All right, now I'm going to grab the last bird. All right, this bird is the most mature out of them, obviously. For being a 45-day-old bird. He handles like he's already gone through the molt. He feels very mature, very strong. Long keel. Vents that are almost touching. Not perfect, but they're close. Nice strong back. Good looking wing. Yeah, everybody holds up wings, but I don't know if there's one wing type that I think will fly better than the others. As you can see, he's strong. Got a lot of character. All right. That's him. Something I noticed about him is he's incredibly intelligent. I don't know if this is just instinct or if this is part of him thinking. He doesn't fight like that when he feels like he's held really tight. But if I loosen my grip just a little bit and he feels like he can get away, that's when he fights. So I don't know if he's doing that intentionally or if that's just instinct, but I like to think that that's a little bit of intelligence, a little smarts in this guy. He's just thinking about what the best option is for him to get away. When he's held tight, he's fine. That's when he puts up a fight. We'll see if he does it again. Yep, when I hold him loose, like he's thinking about it. All right, fan number on this one. All right, we got Jeds. Come on. This guy's harder to hold than those little ones. Come on, buddy. Work with me here. He's just fighting. Let's try it like this. There's Jeds. Come on, buddy. 9108. Jeds. 9108. All right, so pedigree on this one is the dad to this one bred 11th place 350-mile race in the Utah Valley Combine. And then on the dad's side, the reason why I picked this this bird to go to the Hoosier is because there's, on the dad's side, lots of wins. So here's just a few of them. There's 27th, 140 miles, 19th, 243 miles, equal first, 7th, 305 miles at the San Francisco Bay Triple Crown. And then this dad bred first, equal first, 15th average speed at the Blue Bucket Stampede, and bred first 276 miles at the Gold Country Challenge. He's also a grandsire to 33rd California Classic on the 350-mile race, and importantly, the grandsire to the equal first at the 350-mile race at the Hoosier. And then also some winners in the South Africa race as well. So I picked this guy because there are a lot of wins in the family, particularly at Hoosier. So hopefully that can continue on and we'll see how they do. I want to make sure and give a big thank you to my friend who partnered with me to get these out to the Hoosier. It's going to be fun. I appreciate it. Thanks. All right, guys, these are my Hoosier One Loft race entries. Wish me luck. Let me know how you guys are picking out your birds for the Hoosier this year. Okay, thanks for joining me. We'll catch you on the next one.